Hey there, it's Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. This here is a 2006 Toyota Hiace Commuter GL 15-seater, high roof, long body, and wide version. A lot of people don't realize this, but the Hiace comes in two different widths here in Japan for this model. This is a 200 series. Has a 2.5 liter turbo diesel engine. That's the 2KD engine. We'll just have a quick look at the condition of the car here compared to the auction inspection sheet. This one's going over to Canada, has 49,000 original kilometers on it. Overall condition is really good, and this type of vehicle is just really interesting. It's my first time seeing one of these super wide ones, and oh, this is going to look incredible in Canada. High roof, blasting down the highway, looks awesome. Okay, so here is the auction inspection sheet. I'll quickly translate this for you. It's a 2006 Hiace Commuter diesel turbo 15-seater GL edition. The chassis code is a KDH227 if you're looking for this type of body, and it's four-wheel drive, auction rate 4, interior B, and so really good condition. 48,950 kilometers at the time of auction. Now it's slightly over 49,000. Still has current registration on it, so you can see the Japanese plate is still on the vehicle. Registered as a 200 series, and so this was a commercial used vehicle. Most likely for, I don't know, a four-wheel drive. It was probably used for some sort of like an onsen or hotel in the mountains kind of thing. Okay, so sales points here is it's a 15-seater with toll collection box for Japanese highways installed in it. Power sliding door. That's only on one side though of this one. I believe that you know, from 2006 or so, most cars had them on both sides. Perhaps the Hiace ones were only on one side for most of them, but I really don't know. We don't really sell enough of this generation of Hiace to really know the model that well. The report here says interior is dirty and has wear. It's actually really clean and good, but needs a good vacuum and extraction in order to really clean it up. Aftermarket wheels with question mark. It is, in fact, aftermarket wheels. Probably be a good idea just to replace the wheels. They look a little bit old. The center caps have a bit of surface rust on them. But it's not the worst. Wheels are wheels, you can change them. Here it says underside surface rust painted and corrosion. Now I found the paint and I saw that there's some surface rust that they painted over. I didn't see any corrosion. I got some pictures of the underside. I'm not capable of seeing everywhere underneath the car, but everywhere that I could see looked to be okay. As you can see, it looks pretty good, everything that we can see. The back end, same thing. Got you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 underside pictures to go along with the report so you can see yourself, but I don't see anything that was concerning. Next one, various scratches and dents, and rear panel has been dented, and then A2 on the front bumper, A2 in the rear hatch, and S1. That's probably the worst of it, is the S1. That's rust, light rust. So I'll show you this and that, then I'll do it once around of the car so you can see it from all different angles. Here's the A2 on the front bumper, and pardon it being dirty right now, my apologies. Okay, side panels are excellent on this. Okay, the S1 on the back. Now S1 is surface rust, 1 is light. It is light, it probably doesn't need any real rust repair, but there are little bits like this. There's probably about 10 of them, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm seeing more. If you count these little ones, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now, this back section here also has non-glossy paint, which is weird because nowhere else on the car has non-glossy paint. Everything looks nice. There's a chance that this hatch has been replaced because the back panel is dented. The back panel, let me just show you, is underneath here, right there. That place was dented. That means that this part has been hit. And if this was all bent, they probably replaced it. Okay? And so that would explain why the paint isn't a perfect match. It has some fade on here. If it were my car, I'd get the back hatch painted. Nothing else looks like it needs to be painted. The rest of the car looks perfect. Perfect side panels. Oh, the scratch on the back. right here. Okay, also got scratch, scratch, scratch. They're all pretty light. Get it painted. It shouldn't cost that much. I don't know what paint shop costs because it varies a lot from country to country. If I were to guess in Canada, maybe paint that for $500 or so. $600 maybe, depending on your location. Okay. So really, that's all the damage that there is on it. So let's do a once around here. This is the 200 series, I think started in 2005. So now they've been legal to import to Canada under the 15-year rule for a couple of years now. Oh, and I don't have enough room to fit this all in frame without packing between Land Cruiser and Land Cruiser. Okay, now notice the back of it seems to be sagging down a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. The back has leaf suspension, and it kind of looks like there are two settings for the leaf suspension. Have a look. Now see, there's where the leaf is attached, but then what's this? That looks like somewhere else that you can attach. Just like when you lift something with leaf suspension, you can buy a larger shackle in order to lift it up. I think you can actually use this to have higher suspension, and the idea isn't so much to raise the suspension, but to, if you're going to be carrying heavier things in the back, it lifts it up because the sag of the suspension because of the heavy things, i.e. 15 seats that are in there. That might be what is causing it to be too heavy. I don't know. Really, it needs to go to a shop that can look at it and give you some advice. Now you can see here the long body is extended right there. So they just gave an extra 2 feet. I don't know, 60 centimeters maybe. And yeah, you'll notice the wide ones are the ones that have a very rectangular back window here. And it's incredible. Like in video, you don't really get to see it on the road, see how big it is. These things, every time I see one of the wide ones, I'm like, ooh, there's a big boy. And they only seem to be about 10% of the Hiaces, because Hiaces in Japan, the 200 series, are everywhere. But these wide, long, high roof ones are not everywhere. So it does look cool. In fact, I feel like it's even a little bit taller to get up into than the regular version, but that could be because the two-wheel drive one isn't lifted. And here we are going into the jungle. There we go. Oh, it is so dark in here. Let me get out of the jungle. Okay. I'm sure there's lots of bugs in there. They're probably all over my back right now. Okay, so nice clear headlights. These are plastic headlights, so they will fade over time. These ones, despite being 16 years old now, are not faded. So they look great. You got a plastic bumper. Not my favorite, but it doesn't look bad. It definitely doesn't distract you from the look of the car. Okay, so let's have a look on the interior here. First we'll go into the front. The oil looks like it was just changed right before auction. It is usually with a diesel, your oil will turn black with right away because the diesel deposits will contaminate the oil. That's the way it's supposed to be. Like it'll grab onto those carbon deposits. This one hasn't done that yet, so it looks like the oil was just changed. You also have an oil change sticker on the door jamb here. So let me show you that in a second. But here's what it looks like. It is a cab over, so you're sitting above the engine there. Here it says in 2021 June, so almost a year ago, the oil was changed. They said the next oil should be changed at 51,500, and the next filter should be changed at 54,500, and we're currently at 49. Okay. Has a little bit of wear in the paint there and there. The reason why is because you sit higher than one leg's length from the ground, so you do have to jump down. Some people just slide down and wear that paint out. Make it a habit of just stepping here when you get out and protect this section here and here from getting damaged. It is a very common thing, like I said. No cigarette burns. I don't think it's ever been smoked in inside. The 15-seater is 3 seats across here, and then I'll show you the back ones in a sec. And so that's going to be 12 12 in the back, 13, 14, 15. And this one here will flip up. I think I can show that to you when I go to the other side. Steering wheel has basically no wear on it. You don't get a tachometer, you just get your speedometer. I don't have a ton of experience with these engines. I believe they're going to be an improvement over the 1KZ engine, which was their 3-liter turbo diesel. This one here, 2.5-liter turbo diesel. The 1KZ is fantastic. I suspect these are even better. Probably much better fuel economy. It seemed that at around this time, diesels got more economical than ever before. AC works. Ashtray has no ashes in it. It actually has some money in it. You get, and a wedding ring, of all things. 151 yen and a wedding ring. So, good luck for you, or good luck or bad luck for whoever lost their ring. That's a shame. I suspect it was someone who took the van and they thought that they would just hold it in there until that person went to claim it and then never did. And it looks like a woman's wedding ring, but the band, not the diamond one, like the engagement ring. So we have a few scratches in the door. Okay. It's an easy to scratch surface. A lot of Toyotas of this era had the same thing. You'll notice the same plastic is used in like the Toyota Vitz or the Corolla of this era. Seat here is good. Okay. And let's flip this up. Oh, first off, have a look at that. It extends. The purpose of it, like, these are workers' vans for the most part. And so you get these, platform that you can take notes on or something, or eat your lunch on. Flip this up. Okay, and I didn't clip this in, I just left it open. So it is a little bit shakier because it hasn't been clipped in, but no issue actually. Has these extra rubber mats on top of the original ones, keeping those in good condition. That's good to see. We have an airbag here, also for the driver, and then a really large glove box. An owner's manual and stuff in there. Okay, look at that. Original plastic on the window visors. Or the sun visors. Power door here. Okay. And in we go. It has this carpet here. It's really dusty. Watch. Can you see that? The dust just comes right out of it. So yeah, it needs a proper extraction done to it. High roof. Let's see. That is important for people. A lot of people want to get these things and turn them into campers. Here is what a 5'10" person looks like standing up in here. So there you go. And it's about shoulder height for somebody who's 5'10" like I am. Okay, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And these back ones, they do have the headrests. They're down there. The only reason I don't put them in right now is these ones can flip up to the side to give you more storage room if you want, which is good because there's actually in these 15-seaters very little in the way of storage room. What it does have is a 15 seats. You don't get a ton of room, but you can fit yourself and 14 of your buds in here, or 14 of your girlfriends if you want. I mean girlfriend as in friend that's a girl. I suspect that most people don't have more than one girlfriend, if any. Some tape, I'll just put that in my pocket. Proper seat belts everywhere. Floor mats, okay. There's not a lot going in here, but if you have a lot of friends, it's the perfect vehicle for you. Or you can have like a Partridge Family new version in a Hiace bus. You can roll down the windows and sing songs. I'm not sure if anyone's going to know what the Partridge Family is. That's even before my time. Okay, going into the back here, you'll get an idea of how little storage space you actually get if you have these seats in the down position. You can, of course, put stuff underneath the seats. You still don't get a ton of space. Now to flip these against the side, let's have a look here. It looks like you can push this to push that down. And in all honesty, you could just leave the seats like this to be your storage shelf. You can put stuff on top of there, of course. And then to lift them up to the side, we have a lever here. This is a two-handed job. Pretty easy to lift it up. It's not that heavy at all. And then flip this down. This one here goes up and clips in like that. Super easy. I'm going to do the same thing here just because it's really simple. You actually can do it one-handed, I bet. Yep, not that hard at all. That goes down. This goes up. Easy. I'm going to leave them in the up position like that because it came with a set of tires here. These are winter tires. If you want, and if you're the owner of this watching this, you can have these swapped onto the car. These are 2018 with the original hubcaps. Hubcaps aren't in good condition, but tires look like they're pretty fresh. If you want winter tires, you can have them. You have to pay us to change them. These ones here are from 2016 and have about 80 or 95 maybe % of their tread left on them. So you choose regular all season tires or winter tires. Okay, and I'll just give you a quick little view. These are the protruding metal bits that clip in the seats. I've actually never seen any of these flip-up seats in a Hiace like this. It's kind of interesting. And each seat has a little mini cup holder. That's cool. Okay, so Hiace Commuter. Something different. Nobody has these in Canada. We don't even send too many of these to Canada, so this is going to be really cool. You're gonna get a ton of people asking about them. Tell your friends to buy them from us, and then they'll become a popular model. That's always the way that it is. The Figaro, nobody was buying them. A few people bought them. Tons of them are sold. Same thing with the Land Cruiser Prado. Same thing with the Town Ace. People just don't know what's available, and then they're like, wow, I want that. And then sales go up for a certain model. So there we have it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you don't, then thank you so much for watching this far, and have a nice day.